Hi, hello, how are you? If you're new here, my name is Stella Morris, your resident unhinged dolphin. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back to your cozy haven. So, I wanted to make this now that I'm officially caught up to the main story. I wrote all of this down in my notes app because I didn't want to forget anything. There's three main points I want to go over, which is overall story, my thoughts, and how I feel the story should go. Without further yapping, let's get active. The overall story is amazing. This is the first Otome game that has made me so upset like this one has. Most of the Otome games I've played have had very lighthearted themes, which makes Lat stand out so much more to me. To me, it's gripped me in a way that other gachas have failed to. There's risk, there's rewards, the confusing emotions of having Caleb back and MC really struggling to come to terms with the fact that her childhood best friend has changed, and not exactly for the better. Like I mentioned in the overall story, this game really had me tweaking. I went on a whole rant about how it wasn't possible that no one was aware Mia had passed.
I'm going to spit some knowledge for you guys. They're on telemetry because you have to monitor their condition. And so when you hear a little beeping on a monitor, you go in to check the patient. And then once you're done with that, you would call a code. So then people would see, oh, this is how she passed. But for nobody to know that she passed because of whatever reason, that's fucking sketchy as hell. Something happened.
And how much MC is completely stupid for blindly trusting Caleb. And I get it. She wants to assume the best of her friend that's been MIA for a whole year, but she can't. And that's the reason. He's been MIA for an entire year. He said that he's always had this kind of obsessive fascination with MC, wanting to lock her up and keep her away from harm. In all honesty, I think MC always knew Caleb was like this, but she probably chalked it up to him being just a very overprotective friend. But now that it's staring her in her face, she can no longer ignore the monster that's always been inside him. I'm not gonna lie, MC had me tweaking all throughout my playthrough, simply because, and say it with me, she wasn't using her brain. Like I said in my playthrough, when people are too close to a case, they're taken off of it because it's a conflict of interest.
Well, I assume that because he's in a high position, that he's a colonel, he knows a lot. Sister Girl needs to get over the fact that he's her longtime friend and look at this from an objective point of view. If he's not my friend, what does he know? What is he not telling me? What doesn't he know? Like, you have to separate yourself from whatever relationship you have with people.
Even though Jenna had no way of knowing that Caleb was alive and that MC was staying with him, someone else should have taken the mission to go to Tag Haven. Because I don't know if you guys know, but MC is kinda. She's stupid. She doesn't think with her brain. She's more of a reactor than a thinker. That's been proven countless times, and it's just painfully obvious in Homecoming Wings. Now, where can they possibly take the story? I hear you asking, and to that I say, I'm getting to it. Hold your horses. In all likelihood, I can see them going to Ever, or more accurately, us going to Ever, finding out the secrets to the Touring ship, uncovering whatever connection the Far Space Fleet has to Ever, and how exactly they're making these crystallized wanderers. A little subplot I hope they make, I'm begging on my knees, is for MC to face the consequences of her reckless actions. Even though Captain Jenna told her it was risky to try and get the Aether Core, she still went into a restricted area and nearly got unalived because she simply couldn't leave well enough alone. In my mind, I see her being put on forced leave for an indefinite amount of time, taking away her weapons, giving her a chance to really think about what's going on around her. She simply brushed off what Silas said about those closest to her wanting to harm her. Again, like I said in my playthrough, the writing is on the wall, but she suddenly can't read.
Oh my god, people are gonna be seeing this and be like, damn, why is she so upset? It's because, like, I don't even know how to put it into words why I'm upset. Like, it's just there. The writing's on the wall, but suddenly she can't read.
I'd really like it if she used her brain to expend her cerebrum and really thought about everything that's happening to her thus far. Why is Caleb back? What is the connection between Ever and the space fleet? What exactly are they doing to the children they abduct and put chips in? She really needs to think about this before trying to play hero. She does have an aether core in her body, that much is true, but that doesn't make her invisible. But let me know your thoughts. Am I being too harsh on MC? How do you think the story will go?